Hey there, Explosion. Got a moment to talk? Just wanted to, I just felt like we needed to talk for a minute if you don't mind. Great. Take a seat. Wanted to let you know something. It's not your fault. Just wait till I'm finished. It's not your fault. None of it's your fault. I don't blame you for anything that has ever happened in your life. Where is this coming from? Well, let me explain. I notice certain things, certain actions, the way that you interact with certain people, how you act around me, how you react around strangers. Look, I'm here to say this. You're not the one at fault. If if anyone from your past hurt you to where you are afraid of anybody, it's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't. Just because people nowadays don't know how to act like a human being, that's not your fault. Just because people don't have the common decency to actually talk things out, that's not your fault. It's not your fault that people in your past treated you like absolute shit only because you were being nice to them. That is not your fault, so stop apologizing for their screw ups. Because let me tell you something, that is not your fault. None of it is your fault. If they want to act like that, so be it. They're not worth your time. None of them are worth any bit of your time. And I know you just want them to accept you. You want them to treat you just like you want to be treated. Well, let me tell you something. That ain't ever gonna happen. And I know it hurts, and I know that you want them to treat you just like you want to be treated. Well, guess what? It's not gonna happen because you're not like them. You're better. They see something inside of you, and they are afraid of it. They are afraid of how strong minded you are. They are afraid of everything, of how better that you will be. Better than them. They will try and knock you down, try and bring you down to their level. Just so that way they can pick on you and continue to beat you down more. I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm not gonna sit here and watch my explosion be beaten down to a pulp. I refuse to watch. And the reason I say that is because I see how strong you are. I know exactly how strong my explosion is, and you've got a lot of strength in you, let me tell you. And I know you want them to accept you for who you are. I know you want them to see the fire in you. I know what you want, but guess what? It can't happen because they're too stuck in their ways. They're too stuck in their past, and they can't see it. So what do? They bring you down to them. They'll bring you down to them so quick. And it's not fair. They do everything. They try and manipulate so well, but here's the thing. All it is a silver tongue. All they do. Everything they say is just lies. Lies on lies. They try and be friends with you and then they lie to you behind your back. They try and show you that they care and then say another thing and then do another thing just to prove them wrong, just to prove what they said wrong. Sometimes I know it hurts to hear the truth, and I know that you just want them. You want somebody to understand what you're going through. I understand. I'm right here, and I know that I'm yelling, and I'm sorry, but I want you to know that no matter what anybody else says, I got your back. You know, So I don't usually do stuff like this, but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it anyway. Just like Izuku. As you know, just like Deku, just like Izuku, I was an All Might fan. But I pushed him down because I didn't think he was good enough to be a hero. I was the obstacle that was in that Deku's way. And then look. Now look at him. He overcame me and now we're rivals. Him and I have to swallow my pride to work with this bastard. And here I am. Once a person who was in his way, now one of his best friends once again. He overcame the obstacle. Now it's your turn. It's your turn to overcome an obstacle that was like me. It's your turn to overcome anybody standing in your way. Because let me tell you, they're not gonna stop. They are not gonna stop. Even if you roll over and take whatever they have coming for you, they're not gonna stop. They're gonna keep going. They're gonna keep doing what they do on a day-to-day basis just because that's how they feel. That's who they are. So I want you to stop accepting it, and I want you to understand this. You will show just how strong you are. You will show them just how ruthless you can be. Because one of these days, Explosion, they're going to be asking you for something. They're going to be asking a favor from you some way, somehow. It's going to be big. It's going to be life-changing. And then that decision's up to you. Show them. No, I'm not trying to say, don't think about being the bigger man and just letting it go. I'm not saying that that's the worst thing. I'm just saying that one of these days they're going to ask you. I'm trying to get into your head that no matter what, I want you to show them just how nice you have been and just how ruthless you can be.